So today let's see about the needs of counseling. So as a social work people, you may aware of that what is the need of the counseling. While the slide will speaks about in general what is the need of the counseling is means that. So actually the counseling is as I said you earlier, the counseling is some kind of a guidance, some kind of an advice and some kind of a suggestion which is provided by the counselor to the counselee. So it is a one-to-one relationship, one-to-one relationship activity, whereas one people at the opposite side and one people towards the next another side will sit, and one will be the listener, one will be the problem solver. Please wait. We will go ahead once again. Happy to be get back to you. So today let us see about the need of counseling. So as you are aware of that, actually the counseling is means that it's some kind of an activity which involves suggestion and which provides advice and which gives some kind of a stimulation to the problem solver, the person who has the problem. So normally it is a one-to-one relationship concept, whereas the two people involved, the one is named as counselor and the one people is named as counselee. So the counselor is man who have been involved in the counselee's issues and the problems and give advice, suggestion, and normally he stimulates the counselee to take the decision by his own. So this is the nature of the counseling. See, while in the case of performance counseling, why this counseling and all is needed? Just you have a look on the slide. So keep pace with dynamic business environment may land people in stressful and dilemmatic situation. See, normally, while in the any business situation, while in the business environment, in many cases, there may be many stressful event may occur. So this kind of an event, it's not created by an individual. May while in general, the people moving with one another, or the people moving with a machine, or the people moving with an work. So this kind of a situation is happens. So at the course of time, normally the stressful situation may occur. So how the individual is overcoming those situations, it depends upon their skills, ability, and all. So even if he fails and if he understands, so he may be get into this stress, right? So in that course of time, so when he enter into the stress or when he feels stress through the business environment, okay, so what is the result of it is the low productivity and drop in their performance, right? So when the person feels when he is overloaded with a task of a job related activity, or else he has a problem with a peer group. Peer group is then a co-worker, or else he had a issue with any of the manager or supervisor or factory, whatever else, or else the business environment is not cooperative to him, or so due to this, okay, so that stress may occur. So in case if it occurs in any of the business environment where the employee works, so the result will affect our productivity of the company and it drops the performance of the individual. So how we can know the whether the person is in the stress or not? So there are some kind of an indicators of that. Just to have a look. Some indicators of employees requires counseling which not able to mobilize is 10. Normally, the stress is in a two type. Now, one is positive stress and negative stress. Always positive stress is favor to us. Like if you want to fulfill the any of the task which is a very able, which is a very we can able to do. Okay, for that we cure the stress. Take an example of an exam point of view. So you are aware of that. If I finish this exam, I can qualify and I can get the good mark. so that I can promote to the next class and so that I can acquire the good job and all. So you are very aware of that. For fulfilling that test, you got the stress. So that is called as a positive stress. So due to the earlier instance, or else while to the day-to-day moving of life, from that you may occur with any of the stress. Just as an example, that is to me is a negative stress, where the issues again and again will start and stimulate and makes your mind towards the blocking. That is called as a negative. So while the positive stress and negative stress, that is called a distress and eustress, we used to say. So within these two types of stress, one stress can be manageable by our strength. Each and every individual have the strength, weakness by their own. So based on their strength, they can cope up the stress by individual. When it fails, okay, so when he is not able to mobilize, when he not able to mobilize, that's the course of time the counseling is needed. So that is the indicator. And number two, not performing in expected manner. Actually, a certain task has been assigned to an individual, or certain target has been given, right? So, or else this is the responsibility the individual has to do in his job. When he fails to do the job at not at a certain point of time, when this issues is continuing throughout his career. Okay, so wherever we conduct the performance appraisal, his scores gets low. So continuously, these issues will continues. Then at the course of time, there is a need of a counseling. So when the performing is low, acting disobediently. They have their own goal and all, they may be very highly disobedient. While in the industrial setup, taken this, when the employee has been not properly not discharge his duties, so at the course of time, there is an issue. We need provide the counseling to the employee. Acting the disobediently is not only means that he is not came to the job and all. So while at the workplace, he be acting as an arrogant or else maybe disobedient, not following, not adapting the rules of the organization. So this kind of some kind of a thing will be outcome of the need of counseling. And next one will be not responding to seniors. It usually happens. So normally there is a hierarchy of in the organization, right? So when the hierarchy is means he has to do the work under one of the employees. When those situation is not makes wrong or moves in the wrong way, so that the course of time he needs an counseling and develop negative attitudes. So he needs more more. He develops more negative attitudes. Okay, so at the course of time we need there is a need of a counseling. Not able to make decision, not able to solve their individual problems. So these are the common things. So these are the some of the indicators where we need to be very aware of that as a human resource manager. We need to provide the counseling. So because when it fails, the thing will reflect in our productive activity and the individual performance, so that we may last the asset. So the human resource may using the less of resource. So these are the needs of the counseling towards the performance of the individual and the organization. So within this, we will stop here. Thank you.